Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So in today's video guys, we're going to be talking the most important thing as a prepper. Of course guys, we're going to be talking about water. But okay, currently looking on the news and there's a few articles coming up there and I'm going to preempt that because I'm pretty sure I know exactly where this is heading. You might have seen some of the articles about things like UK drought, water firms on alert as hosepipe ban fears grow. Drought conditions already hitting UK crops production, farmers say. Lack of rain is a nightmare for farmers, that kind of thing. And then, of course, I've seen some for the Wales as well. Apparently, there are some articles saying that the Wales are predicted not to have any rain until approximately beginning of June. We already had a really dry spell. Okay, and we're talking about Wales, we're talking about UK as well. Apparently, this was the driest spring since like 1956, as I think I'm correct on saying that. Nonetheless, okay, the fears grow about the hosepipe ban and the water preparedness. And if you have a look at some articles, there is loads and loads of information and whole picking by other people saying how unprepared the government and again the water companies are for the water. To the water shortages, because to the extent apparently their preparedness is, oh, let's just pray is going to rain, and this is how bad it is. So far in Wales, okay, apparently our reservoirs are really running dry, and we are no longer allowed to take our water from our biggest river because of the natural wildlife. Nonetheless, okay, the weather predictions are varied to what I've seen so far. And some people say that it's going to be a massive torrential rain by the end of the month, covering UK and Wales. And then some reports say that it's going to be absolutely dry. So the point is, okay, that it's been really dry so far for a very long time. Bearing in mind I'm growing a lot of things in my garden, I have a 1,000-litre IBC tank at the back, and it's now literally half empty. And this is I've only been using this for a couple of weeks. So we can see how quickly the water is depleting. Some farmers already say because of the lack of water, they're experiencing issues with the crops growing. So thus, again, predicting some shortages. Yes, yet again. Nonetheless, right, there's a lot of this floating about, and the hosepipe ban comes into a lot of the articles. Apparently, there was the re-evaluation of our water preparedness in Wales, where they are talking about, obviously, hosepipe ban, that kind of thing. Again, it only takes us to come back, guys, at 2022, when we had the massive drought. And apparently, this year already, we're drier than they were that year. And that created absolute chaos. We had a hosepipe ban, and we had potential talks of the water rationing. So at the moment, they're only telling people, let's preempt this, or let's try to, let's pray for the rain, and let's encourage people to use less water, when they're brushing their teeth, having a shower, that kind of thing, and not unnecessary water your garden. It's like, yeah, well, unnecessary, necessary, if you're growing fruits and vegetables, it is kind of a necessity, because, well, if you don't, then you're not going to get your own food. And if then farmers can't supply us food because their fields are dry, then, well, what's one to do? Nonetheless, right, my point is, last time, 2022, there was a problem. Now, so far, they're saying that we are dry. So unless something really major happens and we do get a lot of rain for a long period of time, we're going to have big issues. I know there is not a lot of it out there yet, but I guarantee you this. I can see, obviously, we projected sunshine according to the weather app for at least 2-3 weeks without any rain. This is where I am. Of course, things can change, but my point is I'm preempting this, and I see this to be a big problem, because I know and I read how unprepared those companies are. Apparently, since the last drought, or even since the 1956, where it was the worst thing, they haven't apparently even introduced any of the new reservoirs. They had tons and tons of leaks in the pipes, that kind of thing, on the water companies that wasted a lot of water. None of this has been addressed. So you can see how over the years things are changing, but nothing changes, if that makes sense. So we are in for a bit of a shocker this year, I'm pretty sure. And I'm pretty sure it's not going to take that long. I reckon within a month or so, we'll be seeing some sort of reports of either the ban or some other sort of limitations. And I'm bringing out this video to you because as a preparedness, as a prepper, it's very important to understand and preempt what's going to be happening. And we know, again, it happened last year. As soon as the word gets out there that there's going to be the hosepipe ban, so it's going to be potentially shortage of water, people will be rushing in, okay, and buying that bottled water that is in the supermarket. I know to some people it's not ideal preparedness buying this in the bottles and storing this, but let's be frank, even if you have IBC tank or any other water bottle, that kind of thing, that will deplete pretty quickly. And it's only actually good having them if it rains. So if there's no rain happening, okay, you got to be able to get water somehow. So having yourself a stockpile of bottled water, or fill your containers, with your normal tap water, and have some, water purification tablets or whatever, you deal with that later. But nonetheless, please think about it, because I'm actually dreading this myself, because if the pipe ban comes in, of course, the water in the garden is going to be absolutely, very, very hard. And if I run out of the water in my IBC tank, then it means I have to be filling my watering can and spending pretty much probably the whole day going back and forth watering what I have in the garden. Nonetheless, right, guys, this is not me whinging about, my garden, that kind of thing. This is just to make you aware that I'm pretty sure this is going to be happening, and this is going to be happening soon. If you don't believe me, have a look. There are some articles about that. So they're slowly kind of preparing people, conditioning people, I shall say, to what's going to be coming very, very soon. So if you want to be one of those guys, be prepared. In fact, I would suggest just start slowly, just squirreling away some bottles of water just in case. So there we are, guys. I hope you have found this video helpful. Don't forget, thumbs up, subscribe if you're not a subscriber, and I shall see you in the next video. Bye-bye.